Hello, welcome to Paul's Take, and this is why I'm getting 33-inch tires, going from 35 to 33. So I know most people don't buy a car with 35-inch tires and they go down to 33s. So if you're thinking about, if you have 33s or smaller, and you're thinking about going up to 35s, the reverse to everything I'm saying is true. So keep that in mind. You can use this either way. So this is a 2013 Jeep Wrangler JKU, obviously, and it has, those are the 35-inch tires. So I'm going to try to take the same video, exactly the same spot with the 33s. So that's how it looks right there with the 35s. Gas mileage on the 35s are about 15 miles per gallon. And there's the difference. Look how much bigger the 35s look. A huge difference. Will I like it? All right, and there they are. 33s on the Jeep Wrangler. How's it look? It seems like it doesn't look that big of a difference on video, but it's definitely a big difference in person. And this is my second day with them, and I'm starting to get used to the way they look. At first, they looked really small, and they are compared to before. But I think I'm warming up to them. Definitely not as beefy looking, but as lean and mean. That's the important thing. And there's the rear view. Okay, so I got the new wheels on. I figure I might as well get the impression right away because the old wheels are fresh in my mind. So right off the bat, I tell you, it feels, the steering feels lighter, the brakes feel stronger, and the car feels faster. The Jeep feels faster. So, see how it goes over speed bumps. Here's a speed bump. Yeah, it seems like it handles speed bumps better, less, what's it called, weight on the wheels. So that was, it was a saving of, so basically, the old tires, the Falcon, whatever it is, they were like 75 pounds each. These new ones are only about 50 pounds each. So that's a saving of 25 pounds per tire. It's 100 pounds altogether. It's like basically a third, let's see here. So if it was, yeah, a third less weight on each tire. It's a big difference. And plus also it's not as tall, so it's more torquey. Less weight and better size. So for drivability, it's a big difference. So far, so good. Curious to see the gas mileage. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering why in the world would a Jeep owner of a Wrangler go from 35 to 33? Isn't the whole point of going bigger? Bigger is better all the time for no matter what. On a Jeep, going off-roading, bigger is better for sure. More traction, more clearance. It looks way better, without a doubt. Bigger tires on Jeeps look better, without a doubt. So the main reason why I really got the seed planted was because, okay, so I moved to Florida, and I was having problems with my brakes. And I didn't really conclude that it was the tires until recently, which is the second summer. And I noticed on the hot days, my brakes would like kind of lock up. They would freeze up. And they would start to like, just drag, pull to the side, and smoke and all this stuff. And I didn't really realize it was the tires. But then it didn't do it normally under cooler conditions, and it did it more when there's people in the car with more load. So, the brakes were designed to work with much smaller tires, especially this is a sport. So, I did change the brakes way back when, but it's like they weren't really worn out. So I was kind of like scratching my head. But that was the main reason. And gas mileage is terrible, and also it's slow. I was really bothered the fact that it was slow. I never got it re-geared. If you go bigger tires, which is fine, you can do that if you like to. You should re-gear your differentials, whatever, so it could handle it. So the drivability is better. It's a manual transmission, and the low definitely better gas mileage already based on this kind of highway driving, which is not exactly freeway. Probably ideal speed at 50 miles an hour. Get about almost 22 miles per gallon. Very nice in comparison. Before, I would say on this road, doing this speed, it'd probably be close to like 19. So I'm not gonna say it's a huge difference, but on this type of driving, it'll probably be like 19 on the other one. I should have did a comparison, but I forgot. but I had them for almost 2 years, so I know. This road a bit like 19. After having those new tires for about a month now, that's how long it takes me to do this video, about a month. I like them. I don't regret going 33s versus 35s, but you know, it's probably personal preference. There's a kind of a cool feel when they're 35s versus 33s. Is more kind of bouncy, which is kind of a cool feel, but it definitely affects your speed, your agility, and all that stuff. And when you go to going off road, I don't think it's a huge difference. I mean, there's definitely going to be a difference in clearance, just a little bit. But I went to the Bronco off-rodeo, and we were in a Bronco with 33-inch tires, and everybody else had 35-inch tires. And we were able to do all the same stuff with no problem. If anything, it seemed like we did some things easier, but that might have been the skills. But it seemed like an off-road, when you're going off-roading, believe it or not, the tire size, I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I think it's mainly for clearance, because realistically, 33s, 5s has a plenty of grip for a Jeep. Now, if you're talking about a bigger, heavier vehicle, you need bigger, heavier tires, yes, but Jeeps are relatively light. So 33s are actually plenty of traction for that size. All right, so that's my conclusion. I mean, I think for the most part, it's for looks, you know, especially unless it's like your designated off-road vehicle and you're just gonna have fun and push the limits. But for your daily driver, I prefer 33s. That's my take. But you make your own decision. Hopefully this was helpful for you. If you go 35s, or probably not going to go down to 33s, but you're probably going to go 35s. You know, that's what you're going to get. You're going to lose some performance, but you'll get some cool looking looks to it. Thanks for watching Paul's Take. Please like, subscribe for more videos.